from the standpoint of America, the EU treats us very, very unfairly, very badly. They have a large tax that we know about, and a VAT tax, and it's a very substantial one. He had no intention, in my opinion, of settling this war. I think he wanted the whole thing.
Mr. President, have you just made a decision on what level you will seek on tariffs in the European Union?
We have made a decision. We'll be announcing it very soon, and it'll be 25%, generally speaking, and that'll be on cars and all other things. And European Union is a different case than Canada, different kind of case. They've really taken advantage of us in a different way. European Union's it was formed in order to screw the United States. I mean, look, let's be honest. The European Union was formed in order to screw the United States. That's the purpose of it. And they've done a good job of it, but now I'm president.
What will happen if these countries or the EU retaliate?
They can't. I mean, they can try, but they can't. Thank you very much. My fellow Americans, this is Liberation Day, waiting for a long time. April 2nd, 2025 will forever be remembered as the day American industry was reborn, the day America's destiny was reclaimed, and the day that we began to make America wealthy again. So, if you look at that, China, first row, China, 67%. That's tariffs charged to the USA.
President Trump's announcement of universal tariffs on the whole world, including the European Union, is a major blow to the world economy. I deeply regret this choice. Let's be clear-eyed about the immense consequences. The global economy will massively suffer. Uncertainty will spiral and trigger the rise of further protectionism.
We know how important is the relation between the EU and the US for a strong West, for our civilization, also for our economic relations that worth 30% of the world exchange. And so I hope that this meeting can be a new beginning, let's say like that.
I've said repeatedly that I think Europe is an important ally of the United States. The individual countries within Europe are important allies of the United States. But of course we have some disagreements, as friends sometimes do, on issues like trade. And we also have many agreements and many things that we can work on together.
Minutes ago, and I'm very glad to welcome our three speakers, the President of the European Council.
President Trump and I had a good discussion at the G7 summit in Canada. Back then, we agreed to speed up the work with a clear goal, an agreement before the 9th of July. Today, we received the latest US document for further negotiations. We are assessing it as we speak right now. So our message today is clear. We are ready for a deal. At the same time, we are preparing for the possibility that no satisfactory agreement is reached. This is why we consulted on a rebalancing list, and we will defend the European interest as needed. In short, all options remain on the table.
Thank you very much, and I'd like to ask Caroline, who's become very famous, big star.
You said a moment ago that it won't work out very well for Europe on trade. Does that mean you want to cut off those negotiations as well and just tell them what?
No, well, they've been very tough. The European Union was formed in order to take advantage of the United States on trade. That was why they were formed, and they're nasty. They're very nasty. We have a good relationship. I'm dealing with Ursula right now and the group, but it's a very tough situation. They have been unbelievably bad to us. If you look at past precedents, they've treated them very badly. They're being very nice to me because I get it. I know the system, and we have the cards. We have the cards far more than they do. And the problem is they have a lot of very unfair taxes. They have a lot of taxes that you wouldn't put on, and they sue all our companies. They're constantly suing Apple and Google and all of these companies, and getting in front of judges that essentially almost work for them. I guess they do work for them, the European Union judges. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Mr. President.